Let's try something funny here. Let's try something funny and let's say head of a cyberpunk girl with green hair. Okay, and that's right. Okay, that's hilarious.
Adobe Firefly is extremely beginner-friendly and has the potential of becoming the best tool on the market once everything is ready and integrated. You definitely want to get used in using it ASAP. So let's dive into it right now.
First, you go to firefly.adobe.com. And on here you can see all the different tools that Firefly has. So when we scroll down here right now, the tools that you can use are text to image, generative fill, text to effects, and generative recolor. All the other ones that you see here will come up soon. I'll just scroll through them real quick so you can have a look. Here, for example, text to vector, text to template, sketch to image. All these kinds of things will come up hopefully very, very soon. All right, when we scroll back to the top again, then we want to sign in or sign up now. So we just click here on sign in. And if you don't have an account over here, you want to click on create an account. And here you can create an account with Google, Facebook, Apple, or with your own email address. I already have an account, so I will not do that here. It's a pretty easy, straightforward process. You just type in your email address and then you can create your account. I'll just go back to the sign in page and then sign in real quick. Alright, and back here let's go through the different things that you can do, starting with generative recolor. Alright, and here you can obviously upload your own image. I don't have an image that I can use right now, so I'll just choose one from the test images over here. Let's choose a cat. You just click on try prompt, then it will generate the images and here you can see them. And then down here you can just type in whatever other color you want. So let's test gold, red and black. And here we go. Well, that looks pretty good. Maybe a little bit less black than I expected. Or you can also choose colors at the sidebar over here. For example, dark blue as in a pre-existing color set. So let's look how that looks like. Okay, pretty good, but maybe not as dark as I expected. You can also go down here and then click on harmony and then choose whatever you want. So let's choose complementary and see what that gives us when dark blue midnight. Okay, I'll just click on this again so you can see real quick what else you can choose here. And then you can also just choose a color that you can see here. So let's test it as well. And as you can see down here, we still have complementary activated. So let's close that and see what we get then. Alright, and then of course you can choose multiple colors if you want to as well. And it, as you see down there, just stacks on top of each other. Alright, now let's just stack a few and see what we get out of there. Probably nothing useful, but let's just see. Alright, well I can see how this can be useful for many people to recolor the vector. I don't think it will be particularly useful for me in any way. But let's look at the next one and let's look at text effects now. And a cool thing with Adobe is that when you are in there you can always see examples and can just scroll through all of these immediately and see, yeah, what you can do. And a few of these look very cool. Let's just try this here. This colorful hair or whatever that is. Alright, and here we are in the generator, and as you can see there down left, you can change the text that you want to color. So at the moment we have Firefly. Let's change that into likes are free, friendly smiley. Okay. And that's definitely not a message for anyone watching here. Of course not. Here at the side you can change how the effect fits the text, so that was medium, let's change it to tight. Definitely fits a lot more tightly. Then down here at these 4 L's you can change the style of effects that you want to have. So we can also play around with that a little bit. And it's actually annoying that these letters are so small, so let's change that to just like. Alright. No subtle message to anyone at all. Okay, and you can see the text effect a lot better now. I hope so. And I think it looks really, really cool. But going back to the menu here at the right side, you can also change the font type if you want to. So let's test that as well. And as you can see with this font, you get these kind of sprinkles around the letters, which looks kind of cool. I could definitely see that for some fonts. But going back to the menu down here, you can also change the background color. Let's make that blue, and that looks absolutely horrible. That doesn't look good at all. Anyway, you can also change the text color. Let's make that yellow. And yeah, I don't think this will work quite well because we already said it should be colorful. So probably it will not really make it yellow in any way. But let's go back up here and let's actually look at the difference between loose and tight. So let's make it tight again. And as you can see, there are no more of these sprinkles. Actually, I hate this. Let's make the text color back to normal and the background back to something neutral as well. And when you scroll all the way up here, you have sample prompts. So let's try flowers and see what that looks like. Okay, not too bad. And of course, down here you can also type in whatever you want to have. So let's test that with Starry Galaxy Night. Okay, not so sure about that. Definitely not with that background. But let's go back here and let's make it loose again and see what that looks like. Alright, I hope the sprinkles would look a bit more like stars. Let's change the background. I hate this background. It's horrible. Okay, that definitely looks better. Still not that great. Let's try something different. And let's just go with dark green jungle. Alright, that actually looks pretty cool. Let's try another one and let's go with dripping lava. Okay, and one more thing that I wanted to show you. Let's make that medium fit and tight fit, because one cool thing that you can do with Adobe is that once you have generated that, you can just switch back and forth and see what the different fonts look like. Alright, let's do that. And here we have loose, medium, and tight. And you can really see the differences here, like all this lava drips and sparkles when you go to loose and basically nothing when you are tight. Alright, that's text effects. Let's look at another one. And I haven't tested this one before, so let's try Generative Fill together for the first time here. Okay, and again you see a few sample images down here. And actually when you hover over them, you can see a few examples. Removing the background, putting something else in. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Making a pink hat. Okay, good. Then let me try my own image and let's see what we can come up with here. Alright, actually pretty excited about this one because it looked really dang cool. So let's see. Here we can move it when we click on the hand. Let's go to remove. And then probably here background, and then hopefully that should remove the background. Okay, and let's see, when we now click here on insert, then we can prompt something down here. So let's say, what do we want? A background of, let's make it a wild jungle with a lot of green plants. Okay, here we go. That looks pretty good actually. Let's have a closer look. Back to the hand tool over here. But yeah, I really like it. I think that looks pretty nice. Very cool. Alright, and as you can see down here, it actually created 4 different options. So let's switch between them. We have this one and that one. And then we have here the 4th one. And if you click here on the plus on more, it will create another 4 options for you. And here we go. Now if you go back, the other 4 are still there. So we basically have 8 options now. Looking through them real quick. And yeah, I think actually the first one was the coolest, but they all look pretty nice. Good, let's go to remove again. And then if we click here on background again, we can down here also click on invert. So now I am removed and the background is still there. So when we go to insert again, we can insert everything that we want into that picture. So let's say something like a red alien with a stern look. And then let's see. Okay. Oh, well, I mean, definitely alien looking. Oh, God, well. I mean, that looks just ridiculous, doesn't it? Okay. What the hell? Yeah, well, anyway, it definitely doesn't look like it's from this planet. But yeah, pretty nice picture. Let's zoom out here again. Okay. All right. Let's have a look at the other options. Okay. Well, they definitely do not get better. I mean, they are good. Definitely alien. Oh God, what's that? Okay. Okay. Well, yeah. I'm done here. Let's cancel that. And then go to invert again. Let's make a different background. How about something like a moon crater? Oh yeah, that looks realistic. No, but anyway, it definitely looks good. For sure. You can tell I was on the moon 100%. Well, let's go back to remove, and now actually let's try to make me a space helmet. So how would I do that? I think I'll just try to go around here. Well, I think when I go around here, it will probably will probably not work. But yeah, let me test that as first. And then if that didn't work, I can still remove my entire face. But let's see what we get here when we do that. Then we save that, go back to insert. And then down here, let's say space helmet. And see what that brings us. Okay, what even is that? I have no idea. Okay, and what's that? Nothing. Oh well, yeah, okay, I probably have to remove my entire face. So let's go back to remove. Let's remove the entire face. Everything has to go. And then let's see if we can create a space helmet for me. Okay, here we go. Well, it's a helmet of some... I don't know about the nose there. Is that my nose? Anyway, okay. It's like half a helmet with some... Okay, I don't know what that is. That's also a helmet, yeah. I mean, it doesn't look that great, but it's definitely a space helmet that wasn't there before, so that's a good thing. Let's try something funny here. Let's try something funny, and let's say head of a cyberpunk girl with green hair. Okay, and that's right. Okay, that's hilarious. I mean, it could be realistic, right? My God, that just looks hilarious. What else do we got here? Okay, that looks just creepy. That's a bit strange. All right, the first one definitely was the best one. But yeah, that is just hilarious. All right, what else? Let's try dog. I mean, I probably should have said head of a dog, so let's see what that brings us. All right, guys, let's see. I have high hopes for this. Oh, God. Okay. I mean, what the hell? What? That mouth? What's up with these teeth? Oh, that's just hilarious. My God. What are the others? What the hell is that? Like some creepy dude with, what is that? A dog sleeping on his... Okay, what? Okay. Is that a tongue in his ass? All right, one is more hilarious than the other. Okay, this is... yeah, definitely play around with that. Definitely a lot of fun to play around with that. So I can highly recommend. Alright, but let's stop when it's the greatest. Let's stop with that now. And let's go to the last tool we have here with Adobe, which is a standard text to image that we have with all the other AI image generators as well. And let's see how good Adobe is with that. Okay, and as always, you can scroll through generated images here on the homepage, and that frog looks damn cool, I have to say. Let's scroll a little bit further. That cat is pretty cool as well. That cat is pretty cool. All right, let's scroll a little bit further so you can see a few images. They all look pretty nice. Okay. All right, good. Then let's scroll back. I definitely wanted to try that frog. I cannot get over this karate frog here. So let's try that one. Oh, it's actually a toad. Well, I think it looks like a frog, doesn't it? Well, I'm not a biologist. I almost have been a biologist, but I studied chemistry then instead. Anyway, for me that looks like a frog and not like a toad. Because a toad has rough skin, right? And a frog has smooth skin. Anyway, what do you think? Let me know in the comments. Is this a frog or a toad? Are you team frog or team toad? Okay, back to serious business here. So let's look at the sidebar here. At the side you can change the aspect ratio. Let's just choose portrait. And I really like that because I think it's very beginner friendly. Much more beginner friendly than, for example, Midjourney or Blue Willow. Because as you can see, you can also change a couple of other things. So now we just made content type none. Oh, pretty good. And now you can also switch to content type photo. And let's actually test them all. You can also use, as you can see, art and graphic. And the cool thing is, just as before, when you've generated them all, you can just instantly switch between them. So yeah, these are the differences. Graphic, art. Oh, it didn't generate art. Well, anyway, then we generate art now so we can see the differences. And here we are with art. And if we go back to graphic, a few pictures are quite similar, but you can tell that art is, well, a bit more artsy, I guess. Where graphic is a bit more, well, graphic-y. I don't know. Let's go to photo. Yeah, and none. Okay, all right. And then when you scroll down here further, you can also change the style type between all these that you can see here. So let's actually go to neon and art and see what we get there. And as you can see down here, it stacks on top of each other. So you have art and neon down there now, and it creates for both. You can stack multiple on top of each other. Okay, they look pretty damn cool. They actually look pretty cool, I have to say. I think I really like this one. Yeah. And there my recording just crashed. I'm sorry guys, we need to start over. Let's go back to text to image, and this time let's actually type something in here. So let's type in a lion with a hat and a trench coat in the style of a private detective. Alright, and that doesn't look too bad. I especially like this third one, but let's test a few other things here by styles. So you can, for example, let's go to concepts. And then you can choose, well, private detective. Let's take nostalgic and see what that looks like. And again, you can see how it stacks on top of each other down there. Techniques, let's try watercolor, something I usually really like. And then further down here, you can change color and tone. Let's see, what do we have here? Anything that I want? Yeah, let's actually make it muted. It kind of fits the whole theme. And here the lighting, nothing that we need. And background, let's give it a blurry background here. But yeah, very beginner friendly again, because you can just change these things down there. That's something I really love about Adobe. But the pictures are, well, they are okay, but can definitely be improved. But this one looks quite good. Here's the third one again. So let's open that. Let me actually show you how to download pictures. For that, you just click on the download button up there and then you download it. Important, none of what you download from Adobe is for commercial use. And you will get tagged that all of this is AI generated within the picture. So keep that in mind. As long as Adobe is in beta, none of what you download here is for commercial use. It's just for your private use only. Alright, and that was text to image from Adobe. So I really like it because it's beginner friendly. You have everything on the right sidebar there, something I really love. And this were basically all the functions of Adobe, all the 4 that are out for now.
All these tools are just super cool, and I cannot wait till everything is integrated and works with the other programs seamlessly. But how does Firefly's text-to-image generation currently compare to other art generators like Midjourney, Blue Willow or Leonardo? I've tested them head-to-head and you can check it out right over here.